Power of healthy living. And this is another thing I love and I own. I was just using it last night, actually. I was telling my guest, Martin, about that. First of all, the Navage system, if you're dealing with any kind of nasal congestion, whether it's from allergies or being stuffed up or whatever issues you might have because you just can't seem to keep your nasal passages clear and clean, this is the way to go. It's similar to the neti pots out there, but so much easier and so much more effective. This is the system, it's called Navage. We're gonna introduce you to the inventor here in a moment. It's pretty neat. We get to talk to the actual inventor who came up with this product. But this is the system, and you get so much more here at HSN than you do anywhere else, even their own website. I mean, they've sold over 1.5 million since they introduced this to the market, and we are so proud to have it here at HSN. You're getting all kinds of the salts pods. You're getting the regular salt pods, a 10-pack, and then we give you the extra box of the eucalyptus salt pads. Normally that's about another $40 to $50 purchase that everybody else has to make if you buy it somewhere else. We also include the case. Normally that's another purchase if you buy it somewhere else. In fact, I'm just gonna say it like this. This is a system that you can find right now at CVS and Walgreens and Bed Bath & Beyond and lots of great stores. This is their price, and they don't give you all the extras we give you. We give you, without charging you, the extra eucalyptus salt pads. You're getting 10 of those. You're getting 2 boxes of the regular salt pods, so you're getting a total of 30, and if you want more, we've got them in stock. But then you get the case included. Now here we go. I would love to head off to the Skype call to welcome the inventor of Navage, Martin Hoke. It is so nice to see the face behind this awesome system. Hi, Martin.
Hi, Callie. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me on.
How did this journey start with you coming up with this?
Well, the way it started is that I used to get sinus infections all the time. And for your listeners who get sinus infections, they will know exactly what I'm talking about. So I mean, they're horrible. And it's, you know, it's called sinusitis, and you get it in the winter mostly. And a friend of mine told me about sniffing salt water up your nose, and that this would help and resolve the problem for me. And I, of course, you know, a normal person would say, well, you want to waterboard me, but not if you've been suffering. This was like my 5th sinus infection of the year. And I'd seen lots of ENT physicians, and it's a very, very troublesome problem. And he said, just try this. And so I immediately did, because that's what you do when you have a problem like this. And I come from a medical family. My dad was a doctor. My grandfather was a doctor. I'd never heard of this. It turns out nasal irrigation has been around for certainly hundreds of years, probably thousands of years, and you get immediate relief. I got immediate relief. All kinds of gunk comes out, and then you can start to breathe again. It's really so simple. But then I found out, well, I said, well, why didn't I know about this? Well, it turns out there are things. There are neti pots, there are squeeze bottles. These things work, but they're difficult, they're challenging if you've ever tried them. And I said, there's got to be a better way to do this. We've got to have a better mousetrap, because this therapy is way too good. At that time, honestly, I just thought it was for sinus infections. I didn't even know, because what it does is it simply, it goes and it rinses stuff out of your nose. That's what it does. I should put it in front of everybody. And so here you can see, this perfect. Is good. The water comes, the saline rinse comes from the upper tank. It's going to go out of the one nasal pillow, and it's going to go around the back of the nose. You see how it's going in there. It goes around. There's a gap back there. Comes around, and then it goes into the lower tank. And I'm going to actually, and you can see where it flows into there. I'm going to actually do this for you. If you, yeah.
Yes, please, thank you. And you'll notice that, you know, obviously you do this on a regular basis. You can talk, you can breathe through this.
I could talk, I could dance if I could dance. But so you saw how fast that was, and you could, it's really pretty amazing technology.
It really is. It's very gentle. So you fill just a nice, not too warm of water, but you just fill it with regular water. And of course, this is where you'll pop in your pods. And you're getting 30. Here we give you so much more than anywhere else. You pop this in here, pop that down, and that will, you know, combine that saline solution. We give you the eucalyptus, which are great, in addition to the traditional salt pod. So you're getting 30, and then this is the system, and this is your case. You just choose which case you want. But this is such an incredible time in our world where we're so always obsessed with what are we breathing in? What are we breathing in? So this has been popular all throughout leading up to this time that we're finding ourselves in with the pandemic. I mean, always been successful because of what it does just for allergy sufferers, or like you, Martin, who had, you know, so many sinus issues your whole life. But now moving forward, it's more important than ever to think about the health of our soft tissues and our nasal passages.
Well, the beautiful thing about nasal irrigation is that what it really does is it flushes out whatever is there.
Right.
And for somebody that suffers from sinus infections, that's bacteria. And by the way, I'm not making this up. You can go to the US FDA's website and they'll tell you exactly how it works, how nasal irrigation works. What Navage does is it uses powered suction. It's the only device that has powered suction, so that you can pull out allergens, mucus, dust, particulate, and germs, including very dangerous germs that can get you very, very sick. And I didn't realize all of that was the case when I first learned about this. I thought it was about, you know, sinusitis. But what I did find out is that, you know, it becomes a habit. And we believe that nasal hygiene will become the majority of people's new normal. Why? Because the nose is the body's air filter. It is the first line of defense against, I was going to say defense against the, never mind, the dark arts. We were watching Harry Potter last night. Oh my goodness.
So cute.
Anyway, sorry about that. It's the first line of defense against allergens, germs, and all the junk that's in the air. It's you know, and it's mechanical. It just flushes it out.
Yeah.
I wanted to show you how this works because it's you put your salt pod. This one's not loaded, so I can show you really easily. You put your salt pod in there. You close the lid, and it mixes with the water that you've filled up to this fill line, and you're good to go. And then it'll work. The other thing that's kind of cool about this that everybody gets, that if they get it from HSN, is this is how easy it is to take it apart. That goes, I'm going to show you here, that goes on.
Oh, I love the caddy.
This.
We can include the caddy too. Keeps it organized.
The caddy's very cool. And this will go on the bottom shelf. And then you can put everything together. And it also has, the caddy has a little tray in back where you can, and so it's all organized on your vanity, which is a nice thing. Oh, another cool thing that everybody should know, because I'm told I forget to say this, but is this, you can see, you can go from left to right or right to left.
Great point.
So that,
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really, those are soft little pillows that go right into your nasal passages. It feels good. It really is. It bathes, it cleanses.
Callie, have you tried the eucalyptus yet?
I have not tried the eucalyptus.
Oh!
You love it?
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's fantastic. I thought it was like a really silly kind of girly girl thing. And
no, I've just got the regular.
I tried it.
Yeah?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's like you've been in a spa. It's like you've been to you know, a fancy spa. It really feels good.
You're getting those as a bonus here at HSN. Anywhere else you find this, you're gonna have to buy those separately. You even have to buy the case separately. I mean, we've sold so many of these here at HSN. I mean, in the last couple of years, probably 30 to 40,000. It's just been a huge hit, and that was even before the pandemic hit. Now, more than ever, so important. In fact, I'd love for you to take a listen to a testimonial. We have both a doctor and then a special guest to share with you their experience.
As an ear, nose, and throat physician, I've recommended it for years. Until recently, the only systems available have been neti pots and squeeze bottles. These push salt water through the nose. Navage is different. It pulls saline through the nose with powered suction, flushing out mucus, dust, and allergens. My patients love Navage.
Nasal irrigation is something that we've used for many years as singers. The great thing about the Navage is it goes in, gets what it has to get, and then it pulls it right back out. I think lay people will find this to be such a benefit for them simply because they will get relief from these allergens, and I think it will be a revelation.
That is a great point. I mean, he was an opera singer. I love what he said. It's like whatever it needs to get, it'll get it and pull it back out and send it to the bottom of the container. It is crazy to think of what our bodies have to go through without helping it out at all. And right now, in this world that we're living in, I mean, whether it is because you're an allergy sufferer, I know this year has been worse than ever. It just seemed to never come to an end. Or if you're just dealing with any kind of congestion issues, for whatever reason, try this. It is so much more comfortable. I've tried the other options too. I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't turn my head in the right way to get into the right position to figure out how do I drain this from there? This does it for you just so comfortably. You literally just put it up into, like, right there. And I know Martin's gonna probably demo for us one more time.
I will.
Okay.
I'll do another demo. I also wanted to mention about this Paisley case, because we're going to run out of these, and we're not even, I don't think we're even offering them on the website right now. We're just offering them to HSN. Anyway, it's a really nice case. Let me do this one more time for you. Just remember, what you're doing is you're flushing out allergens, germs, mucus, bacteria, and it's mechanical. It's just taking it out on a daily basis, and you're healthier as a result. Very simple. You can see I could actually talk while I'm doing this. Would I go there? So you could see it's coming from here down to there, and it's going to fill that lower tank, and that's it.
That's it. Absolutely. And within seconds. I don't do it every day. I don't know. Somebody like Martin probably does, who, if you're a chronic sufferer of all those challenging health issues. Really important to keep those nasal passages clean. And you know, it does it all. It bathes, it cleans, it moisturizes the nasal passages. And because the pods are perfectly balanced with their ratio of the saline to the water, you'll never feel any kind of stinging or burning or any kind of nasal discomfort that maybe you've experienced in the past with other systems. It really has changed so many people's lives. Like you said, the irritants, the allergens, the pollens and dusts and the dried things in our nose and our nasal passages, it just cleanses it out and gently pushes it through. Martin, do you use it every day?
I use it every day. I use it every morning and every evening. One of the reasons I use it at night is because breathing affects everything in your life, and especially, for example, snoring. And my wife loves the fact that I snore almost, I'm not going to say it's none, but almost not at all now. And it certainly doesn't wake her up. I used to wake myself up snoring. I mean, it's a very typical problem, you know, and this resolves that. We have so many reviews, and we get so much feedback from our customers that talk about snoring, as a matter of fact. The other thing that's really exciting, I think, is this whole idea that the nose is the body's air filter, and that you gotta keep that filter clean. And there's an easy way to do that with Navage. You know, nasal irrigation is the key. As I said before, it's been around for over 1,000 years. We certainly know it's been around for over 500 years, but and we believe it's several thousand years. But it's not been easy, and it's this powered suction. It's this idea of being able to pull instead of push. And when you pull from one nostril around the back of the nose and out the other nostril, what that does is it's the difference between a vacuum and a broom. You're not shoving this into the sinus cavities.
Right.
You're actually drawing it out.
Right.
It really
It's
amazingly
comfortable.
effective that way.
It really is.
Yeah.
I know people might be squeamish or, you know, think that it might feel uncomfortable. It's not. It's very, and when you're done, it takes a couple of seconds and you just feel like, all right, let's go. It's awesome.
I have to tell you, Callie, we get so many, you're exactly right about the squeamishness, because we get lots and lots of emails and letters from people who say, you know, I put it on I opened it up and then I looked at it, and I looked at it for a week, and then I looked at it for another week, and, you know, and they finally try it and they said, oh, well, that wasn't hard at all. It's designed to be easy to use
and comfortable.
It's designed
Absolutely.
to be convenient.
So these are the cases that, as you said, we've got, and you get the case, nobody else does. Black, we've got this tealer, we've got this really pretty paisley. You get the extra eucalyptus pods, you get 30 total pods. Thank you for your orders. Martin, thank you for joining us. So good to see you.
Oh, what a pleasure. Thank you.
A pleasure indeed. Be well. All right, 727-208 is how you order your Navage system. The whole family can use it. You will love it. Now we've got a summer special